All right, so we're out here today. I'm at my buddy Les's house. We are gonna be working on our cars just a little bit. So I think I'm gonna be modifying the exhaust on my Rabbit, basically just a muffler delete. And then for now, I'm just gonna clamp on some pipes. And then once I get some gas from my welder, weld it all up. And then Les is actually working on his E34. And he's gonna be doing a wrap on his exhaust because he has a clutch line that runs right next to the exhaust. So he thinks it's kind of boiling his fluid or something. So we're gonna wrap that and see if that helps. Alright, so today we're going to be working on my 2007 Rabbit. This is my daily driver. It's just a 5-speed, 2.5 inline 5. It's kind of really boring to drive, and my drift car is going to be down for a while, so I kind of want to just do a couple things to maybe make it more enjoyable. So what I think I'm going to do today is remove the suitcase muffler and possibly the muffler before that. I actually haven't really looked under the car to see what's all there. So I'm just going to go ahead and look at it after jacking it up and decide what all to remove. But basically to do this, you're going to need just a basic socket set. Again, I'm not too sure what the sizes are quite yet, but I just have a set that I got that's like a 100-piece set that should have everything I need. I have an impact just in case, you know, anything's too stubborn and I don't want to work. And you're also going to need a reciprocating saw to be able to cut your exhaust. Potentially what I'm going to try to do is to cut it somewhere right before a connector. That way I can weld on after the connector so it can still be like a bolt-on, bolt-off exhaust. But we're gonna see what happens. And all right, so you're gonna wanna jack the car up. With this car, they don't really have that good of jacking points. So I'm just gonna be using this subframe bar located right in front of, I guess, the gas tank. It should hold the weight fine. So I'm under the car right now. So this is a suitcase muffler right here that we're about to delete. There's another muffler. If you slide down, it goes right there. A lot of people delete both of them, but I think for now I'm just gonna delete the back one and see how it sounds. To get this hanger off, you just gotta kind of have to push it off, force it off. You can get they make an exhaust hanger, like plier, that just pushes the exhaust hanger off, but I don't have one, so I'm just gonna pry bar it off. And then if we go over to the passenger side over here, they made it easy on us. They gave us bolts right up there. Oh, the camera's gonna focus out, but there's bolts right up there, so I can just knock those off. They look to be like 15s or 14s maybe. So I can knock that side off and then drop that side, and hopefully the exhaust will droop a little bit and I can cut it a lot easier. Alright, so I got the hangers off. It's loose. It hangs down a little bit more. That way I can get the blade in here and not ding up like the subframe and stuff. If I need to, I guess I'll take off the hanger here, but I don't think I'll need to. I think it should be enough to be able to chop her off. Alright, Alright, so I got the muffler off. The cut's not the prettiest, but it's cut. It's still pretty quiet. I gave it a test start, but I'm gonna put it on the ground and give you guys an exhaust clip to see if it's any louder. I guess we'll see, but I think that muffler is gonna have to come off as well, which I really don't want to do, but whatever. It's gotta be somewhat loud, right? Hey. Alright, so I just finished cutting off the suitcase muffler. It really didn't change the sound at all, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's about the same as it was, which really sucks because I don't really want to cut more off, but I might have to. So here's a little exhaust clip just to see the comparison of without a suitcase muffler. I really don't think it's going to make a big difference, but let's see. Alright, so I just went for a little drive, like up the street, so literally no difference. Jacking it back up right now, and gonna cut the second muffler off, not the resonator, but apparently after the cat on this car, there's a resonator and then two mufflers, so I'm cutting off the second muffler. Back under the car again, mainly because it literally made no difference to the sound. So now we're getting rid of this sucker right here. I just called my boy who is very familiar with Volkswagens, and he said to go ahead and chop it. So we're gonna cut it right in front of this hanger just so it still has some rigidity. And I might try to run my own piping, but he said he tried and he spent about 6 hours on it and it didn't work. He ended up taking it to a muffler shop. So that might be the plan, but we'll see. Alright, so we just got done cutting out the second muffler. Sounds way better, exactly how I want it. So now I just need to run piping, but we're gonna take it for a quick test drive to see what it feels like in the car. I think I might actually run the exhaust out in front of the front wheel because I kind of cut the pipe at an angle, so it's like perfectly facing towards the front wheel. So I might just run it out the side, that'd be pretty cool. And then eventually I'll just need to get some wheels and maybe some springs or shocks or something like that. Alright, so we're doing a windows up test drive right now just to see how droney the cabin is. It's quite loud, but it's also right under our feet. It's not that bad. I've had a lot of straight piped cars though, so I might be slightly biased, but overall it's got a deep tone to it. But it's not that bad. I think on the highway it'd be pretty droney, but I guess we'll see.
So we just did a pole next to this guy and his dog tried to attack the car.
Sick.